Chosen ones, God's got a really important message for you today. If you're watching this, it's no accident. God knows what's been going on in your life, and He wants you to stop doing things that are holding you back. This isn't just about what you're doing, it's about your mindset, your energy, and the choices you're making right now. You've been praying, hoping, and God's got a message for you. If you're watching this, it's no accident. God knows what's been going on in your life, and He wants you to stop doing something that's holding you back. This isn't just about what you're doing. It's about your mindset, your energy, and the choices you're making right now. You've been praying, hoping, and waiting for breakthroughs. But there's something you need to stop doing before those blessings can fully manifest. God sees everything, and He's ready to guide you toward the next level of your purpose. But first, I need you to pause this video for a moment. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the message you're about to receive. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stick with me until the end because deep down, your spirit knows this message is for you. But be warned, if you're not ready to hear the truth, you might not make it all the way through. However, for those of you who do, your life will never be the same. Let's dive into it, chosen one. Do you feel that quiet whisper deep within your soul? That's your divine calling, urging you to rise and fulfill the higher purpose you were meant to fulfill. We all know that we're supposed to be doing something with our lives, but we get distracted by the daily grind or the pull of our immediate desires. But don't be fooled, God knows what you're supposed to do, and He's been waiting for you to answer that call. When you ignore your calling, you're not only missing out on a life that's meant to be full of purpose, you're also holding back the light that's supposed to shine brightly in the world. So, stop running away from your true path. Every moment you delay, you miss the chance to align with your higher self, to step into your divine mission. The universe is ready for you to step into your power. But first, you've got to stop fighting what God has already set in motion for you. God knows you're ready. He's been preparing you for this moment. The choice is yours now. To stop turning away and instead walk boldly toward your destiny. Embrace your divine calling with open arms and let God show you the life you were always meant to lead. God knows the power that lies within you. The energy you possess isn't just for physical expression. It's a force that can either build or destroy, depending on how you use your energy is important. Many of us waste energy on things that don't serve our higher purpose. We chase fleeting pleasures, indulge in distractions, or succumb to temptation. But when you choose to redirect your energy towards spiritual growth, you unlock a deeper connection with the divine, and your life transforms. Redirecting your energy isn't about denying your desires. It's about mastering them. God knows that your true power lies in your ability to channel your energy in ways that align with your higher calling. Every moment spent in self-focusing on your spiritual growth or on a mission that's bigger than you is an investment in your future. God sees your efforts and honors your commitment to walking the sacred path of purpose. By redirecting your energy, you stop living at the mercy of your impulses and start living from a place of divine clarity. God's plan for you is greater than any temptation. Trust in the process, trust in His timing, and watch as your life transforms in ways you could never imagine. Your sexual energy, chosen one, is not just for physical pleasure. It's a divine gift, a sacred energy that. This energy can either make you a better person or use you up. A lot of times, we don't use it right, and it ends up making us feel empty. But God knows what this energy can do. It can be used for good things like creation, inspiration, and spiritual growth. In a lot of spiritual traditions, sexual energy is seen as something special. It's like a bridge between the physical and the divine. When used the right way, it can help you be more creative, get excited about things, and help you feel closer to God. But when it's not used the right way, it can mess up your energy and stop you from growing spiritually. God doesn't want you to don't waste this precious gift. Instead, He calls you to honor it and redirect it toward your higher calling. When you learn to honor and redirect your sexual energy, you unlock a whole new level of spiritual clarity. You move beyond the physical realm and begin to tap into the divine creative force. This is the energy that can propel you toward your true purpose, so don't waste it. Embrace it, honor it, and use it to fuel your spiritual awakening. Chosen one, you have a finite amount of energy every day, and how you choose to use it determines the trajectory of your life. Too often, you've got a lot of energy, and it's important to use it wisely. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Focus on what's important and use your energy to grow spiritually. Every moment you spend doing things that are important to you is an opportunity to build a stronger connection with God. When you do things that nurture your soul, like meditation, prayer, service, and creative expression, you're aligning with your higher self. This is a time to focus on what's important, not on mindless distractions or things that don't matter. Your energy is something special, and how you use it shapes your destiny. If you keep wasting your energy on things that don't help you, you're not just holding yourself back. You're keeping the amazing light within you from shining as brightly as it could. Stop wasting your energy. Instead, use it to grow spiritually, and you'll start experiencing a life full of purpose, clarity, and true fulfillment. Being a celebrity is often misunderstood, especially in a world that celebrates instant gratification and physical pleasure. But for the chosen few, God calls us to embrace this sacred path, not as a way to get ahead, but as a way to find our true selves. Celibacy can be a great tool for spiritual growth. When you choose to be celibate, you're not denying yourself. You're just redirecting your energy toward a higher purpose, like deepening your relationship with God and fulfilling your divine mission. God knows the strength it takes to walk this path, and He honors your commitment to abstain from the distractions of the world. By being celibate, you create space for spiritual clarity, creativity, and divine connection. As you learn to master your desires, you unlock a deeper understanding of your purpose and become more attuned to your calling. God has placed celibacy on your life for a reason. It's not about suppressing who you are. It's about honoring your true essence and your connection to the divine. By walking this sacred path, you'll discover a deeper sense of peace and clarity, and your spiritual growth will accelerate. Trust that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your higher calling. The world often views sexual energy in a superficial way. It's seen as a tool for fleeting pleasure, a physical desire to be fulfilled. But for the chosen ones, sexual energy is a powerful force that should be honored, and God knows your potential and wants you to use your energy for good. He wants you to use your sexual energy to be creative, find your spiritual path, and fulfill your mission. When you use your sexual energy in a smart way, you can be creative, work on your spiritual side, and connect with your higher self. God created this energy for a reason. It's a gift, not a curse. By honoring it, you can make the world a better place. Stop thinking of your sexual energy as something you have to use up quickly. Instead of just looking at it as a way to have fun, see it as something that can help you reach your goals. When you're in sync with your purpose, you'll feel fulfilled, happy, and full of creative energy. God knows what you're capable of. He sees your heart, your struggles, and what you want. But He also knows you're meant for something bigger. Stop wasting your energy on distractions, short-term pleasures, and things that keep you from your true purpose. It's time to focus again, embrace your purpose, and step into the life you were always meant to have. To live your best life. The world is waiting for the light only you can bring. God knows what you're capable of. Now it's time for you to realize it, too. Chosen one. It's not about suppressing your desires. It's about learning how to redirect them to elevate your soul. The desires that arise within you are powerful, but if left unchecked, they can lead you away from your true path. However, when you choose to consciously redirect these desires, you unlock a level of spiritual growth that you might have never imagined. God knows what lies within you, and He knows that through redirection, you can tap into your full potential. It's time to think outside the box. If you want to get your desires in check, you're going to need some discipline, awareness, and a deep understanding of your higher purpose. When you stop letting your impulses rule you, you start to see the world through a spiritual lens. Instead of chasing after fleeting pleasures, you start to seek out experiences that nurture your spirit and help you grow. This shift in focus will bring you closer to God and, in turn, closer to your divine calling. As you redirect your desires toward higher pursuits, you will notice an increase in creativity, clarity, and a deeper sense of inner peace. When you step into a higher vibration, the world around you shifts. Doors open, relationships flourish, and your life becomes a reflection of the divine energy you've chosen to channel. Your growth becomes not just personal, but cosmic, as you align yourself with the universal flow of creation. Redirecting your desires is the key to unlocking spiritual growth beyond what you can imagine. And God knows He's been waiting for you to realize this truth. Discipline may seem like a burden to some, but to the chosen one, it's the key to realizing your higher purpose. God knows you've got the strength to cultivate discipline. It's not about punishment, but about purpose. Discipline gives you structure and focus on your spiritual journey, making sure that every step you take is in line with your divine mission. Every time you choose to stay disciplined, whether it's in controlling your desires, mastering your mind, or dedicating time to spiritual practices, it's like the key to your calling. God knows you've got the strength to be disciplined. Discipline isn't about punishment, it's about purpose. It helps you bring structure and focus to your spiritual journey, making sure every step you take is in line with your divine mission. Every time you choose to stay disciplined, whether it's controlling your desires, mastering your mind, or dedicating time to spiritual practices, you're strengthening your connection to the divine. The more disciplined you become, the clearer your path will be. God doesn't want you to wander aimlessly. He wants you to step forward with intention and purpose. And to do that, discipline is necessary. When you cultivate divine discipline, you transform your entire life. You stop reacting to the world around you and begin creating your reality with God's guidance. Your thoughts, actions, and energy align, and you begin to live the life that was meant for you. Strengthening your connection to the divine. The more disciplined you become, the clearer your path will be. God doesn't want you to wander aimlessly. He wants you to step forward with intention and purpose. And to do that, discipline is necessary. When you cultivate divine discipline, you transform your entire life. You stop reacting to the world around you and begin to create your reality with God's guidance. Your thoughts, actions, and energy align, and you begin to live the life that was destined for you. Discipline is not a restriction. It's the freedom that comes with living in alignment with your true calling. God knows what you are capable of. Now it's time for you to prove it to yourself. There's a spiritual secret that many overlook, yet it's crucial to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Transmuting energy. This is the art of transforming negative or base energy into something powerful and divine. Whether it's sexual energy, anger, or fear, when you learn how to transmute. Destined for you. Discipline isn't about restraint, it's about living in harmony with your true purpose. God knows what you're capable of. Now's your chance to show yourself. There's a spiritual secret that many miss, but it's key to living a purposeful and fulfilling life. Transmuting energy. This is the art of turning negative or base energy into something powerful and divine. It could be sexual energy, anger, or fear. When you learn to transmute that energy, you unlock your true power. God knows that within you is the ability to turn any challenge into a stepping stone for spiritual growth. Imagine using your struggles as fuel to propel yourself forward. This is the power of transmutation. When you learn to shift your energy, you stop being a passive participant in your life and begin to consciously create your reality. You no longer let lower vibrations, like fear or frustration, control you. Instead, God knows you've got the power to transform any challenge into something positive. Imagine using your struggles as fuel to propel yourself forward. That's the power of transmutation. When you learn how to shift your energy, you stop being a passive participant in your life and begin to consciously create your reality. You no longer allow lower vibrations, like fear or frustration, to control you. Instead, you harness that energy and transform it into creativity, love, and spiritual clarity. God has given you the ability to transmute energy as a gift. You don't have to be a victim of your emotions or circumstances. By mastering this skill, you can transmute any energy into a force for good. This is your spiritual superpower, chosen one. Embrace it and watch as your life shifts in ways you've never dreamed possible. Temptation is a powerful force and it can easily derail you from your spiritual path. Whether it's the temptation to indulge in physical pleasures, distractions, or negative thought patterns. It's easy to lose sight of your higher calling, but God knows that you have the strength to resist temptation and stay true to your path. Temptation isn't something to fear, it's something to overcome. Every time you resist temptation, you grow stronger. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you choose to walk in alignment with your divine purpose, you are taking a step toward a more fulfilled and purposeful life. God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. You simply need to trust in His guidance and your ability to stay on course. Temptation may always be present, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to rise above it, to stay focused on the path ahead. By aligning yourself with your higher purpose and resisting the distractions that come your way, you will experience a deeper connection with God and a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. Self-control is a huge part of your spiritual journey. God knows that mastering self-control is the key to spiritual awakening. Without it, your desires and impulses can pull you in every direction, leaving you scattered and disconnected from your true purpose. But when you learn the art of self-control, you reclaim your power and align yourself with the divine will. Control isn't about saying no to the things you want to do. It's about understanding that your true strength comes from inside. When you learn to control your impulses, you can make choices that line up with your higher self. This is what leads to spiritual awakening, the moment when you realize that you're more than just your body, your desires, or your emotions. You're a special being with a unique purpose. God knows your potential, and He knows that through self-control, you can find your way to your higher self. Control that you'll discover your true purpose. When you practice self-control, you're moving closer to your higher self, and your life becomes a reflection of the clarity and wisdom you've gained. It's through self-control that you'll find your true power. Control that you step into the life you were always meant to live. Desire is a powerful force. It can drive you to greatness or it can lead you astray. God knows that your desires are not inherently bad. They're part of your human nature. But when your desires are not aligned with your higher calling, they can take you down paths that don't serve your true purpose. Mastering your desires is the key to aligning your energy with God's plan for your life. When you learn to master your desires, you stop living from a place of impulse and begin living from a place of intention. You understand that every desire is a reflection. They're all about finding deeper meaning, love, and connection. When you sync your desires with God's plan, you start living a life that's full of purpose and spiritual depth. God's got a grand plan for you, and your desires are a part of that. But to really live your best life, you've got to learn to harness your energy. There's a deep desire within you for fulfillment, love, and connection. When you align your desires with God's plan, you start living a life that's full of meaning and spiritual depth. God has a divine plan for you, and your desires are part of that plan. But to fulfill your purpose, you've got to learn to control your desires and align them with the highest good. When you do this, your energy becomes a force of divine creation, propelling you toward the fulfillment of your true calling. When you learn to redirect your energy, you tap into a transformative power that can change every aspect of your life. God knows that within you is when you learn to channel your energy in a positive way, you can create, heal, and inspire. But you can only do this if you learn to use your energy wisely. Channeling your energy means focusing on what's truly important, your spiritual growth, your purpose, and your connection to the divine. When you focus on your higher purpose, everything starts to change. You'll experience more clarity, creativity, and a deeper sense of peace. What used to seem like obstacles will become opportunities for growth, and the challenges you face will become stepping stones toward your ultimate purpose. God has given you the power to transform your life. It's time. Use it as soon as you can. The moment you start focusing your energy, you'll unlock a life full of possibilities. Watch your life change as the energy you used to waste on things that didn't matter becomes a force for spiritual awakening and fulfillment. Short-term pleasures may seem good at the time, but they can never give you the lasting peace and fulfillment you seek. God knows your true purpose is way better than the temporary things the world offers. The things that used to distract you aren't making your life better. They're keeping you from the life you were meant to live. Stop chasing things that only leave you empty. Embrace your true purpose, and you'll find fulfillment that goes beyond anything the world can offer. Focus on your higher calling, and you'll connect with a source of joy and peace that is unshakable. God's plan for you is far more beautiful. Stop chasing things that only leave you empty. Embrace your true purpose, and you'll find a fulfillment that goes beyond anything the world can offer. When you focus on your higher calling, you connect with a source of joy and peace that is unshakable. God's plan for you is far more beautiful than anything fleeting pleasures can provide. Embrace your divine mission, and everything else will fall into place. When you choose to follow your true path, you experience a deeper sense of meaning and satisfaction that lasts a lifetime. God knows what's best for you. Now it's time for you to trust in His plan. Chosen one, God knows your potential, and He knows what you're capable of achieving. He's given you everything you need to fulfill your divine purpose. But to do that, you've got to redirect your energy toward the things that truly matter. This is the time for you to step into your full power, to stop wasting time, and to start living a life that's in alignment with God's plan for you. The world needs your light, and your unique gifts and talents are waiting to be shared. But they can only come to life when you choose to redirect your energy toward your higher calling. God is waiting for you to answer. It's time to embrace your true potential and step into the greatness you've always known you possessed. Trust in your inner strength and redirect your energy to make your life a better place. You've got more to offer than you realize, and now's the time to live out your purpose. God knows your capabilities, so are you ready to take the next step? Hey, you! It's time to step up, motivate, and align your life with your higher purpose. You know there's more to life than what you see around you, and God has a divine calling on your life that you can't ignore. It's time to face that calling and become the best version of yourself. You might be running from it, or not even realize it. It's time to face the truth. Your purpose is waiting for you, and you can absolutely step into it. Ignoring your calling might give you temporary relief, but it won't bring fulfillment. The longer you avoid it, the more restless your soul becomes. It's like God's way of reminding you that you're meant for something greater. This isn't a coincidence. Your calling has been preordained. God knows exactly what you're capable of, and He's patiently waiting for you to answer the call. When you embrace your true purpose, the universe aligns in ways you can't imagine. Everything begins to make sense, as the pieces of your life start falling into place. The relationships, the opportunities, and the experiences that once seemed random will now feel intentional as you move forward in alignment with your divine mission. So, chosen one, stop avoiding your purpose. The time is now. God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed, and He's waiting for you to. It's time to embrace your true purpose and step into the greatness you were born for. Stop running and start walking towards your destiny with confidence. The moment you decide to stop is the moment your spiritual awakening begins. You've been going through the motions, caught up in distractions, temptations, and false promises of fulfillment. But God knows that true awakening comes not through. It's time to stop running around like a chicken with its head cut off and start walking toward your destiny. The moment you decide to stop is the moment your spiritual awakening begins. For so long, you've been going through the motions, distracted by all the nonsense and empty promises that have been trying to pull you in. But God knows that true awakening comes not through chasing external validation, but through the decision to stop and look within. Stopping isn't about doing nothing. It's about taking a deliberate pause. When you stop, you create space to listen. In the quiet moments, you begin to hear the whispers of your soul, the guidance from God that has always been there, waiting for you to tune in. It is in the silence that your true self begins to emerge. To emerge, the distractions that used to hold power over you lose their grip, and you start to remember who you truly are. Through this pause, you begin to see the world differently. The noise of society and the pressure to conform fade away, and you reconnect with your higher calling. You no longer feel the need to rush or seek approval from others. You realize that you've been distracted by all the noise and pressure to fit in, but now you're finally starting to see things as they really are. You realize that your path is unique and that you have to find your own way. God knows what you really want, and He knows that you're already on your way to awakening. The choice to stop is what starts your spiritual transformation. So stop, and everything will start to change. Fear has been your constant companion for far too long. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, it has kept you from stepping into your true power. But God knows that fear is not a force greater than the divine strength within you. You were not made to live in fear, you were made to conquer it. Fear often masquerades as protection, convincing you that it's necessary. Fear is always with you, isn't it? Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, it's kept you from being your best self. But God knows that fear is not stronger than your inner strength. You weren't made to live in fear. You were made to conquer it. Fear often masquerades as protection, convincing you that it's keeping you safe. But the truth is that it's only holding you back from the fullness of life that God intends for you. When you let fear control your choices, you limit your potential. You stay small, hiding from opportunities that could elevate you. But God has never called you to stay small. He has called you to rise. When you choose to face your fears head, you're safe, but you're also holding yourself back from the life God wants for you. When you let fear control your decisions, you limit your potential. You stay small, hiding from opportunities that could make you great. But God never wanted you to stay small. He wants you to rise. When you face your fears and break free from their grip, you'll see that the power of God inside you is greater than any fear. With every step you take toward your fears, you'll strengthen your faith and align more deeply with your divine purpose. Fear may always be present, but it no longer holds the power it once did. God knows you're capable of facing your fears. You can overcome any fear by focusing on your faith and purpose. You were created to be fearless and live a life of purpose. When you face your fears, you become limitless. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But chosen one, swing your path to spiritual. Finding clarity starts with redirecting your focus. God has given you a mission, and it requires your undivided attention. The world will always pull your focus in a million directions, but you must decide where you'll focus your energy. When you redirect your focus, you begin to see the truth of who you are and why you're here. You stop living for external validation. Instead, you start living for the fulfillment of your soul's purpose. You'll have laser-like focus, and your actions will be in line with your true purpose. You won't be all over the place, wondering where to go or what to do next. You'll be grounded in the truth of your mission. Redirecting your focus isn't always easy. It takes discipline and self-focus on your soul's purpose, and you'll find true fulfillment. You'll have laser-like focus, and your actions will be in line with your purpose. You won't be confused about where to go or what to do next. You'll be grounded in your mission. It's not always easy to redirect your focus. You'll need discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to let go of distractions. But every time you choose to refocus, you'll strengthen your connection with God and your inner wisdom. This is the path to true spiritual clarity. When your focus is no longer on the noise of the world, but on the divine guidance within you, God knows the clarity you seek. It's waiting for you, and it comes when you choose to redirect your energy toward your higher purpose. Stop. Stop getting distracted. Start focusing on what really matters, and watch your life unfold in line with God's plan. In a society that's all about external approval, it's easy to get caught up in chasing validation from others. You might find yourself constantly seeking praise, recognition, or affirmation. But, my friend, God knows that His approval is all you need. The world's validation is fleeting, but the approval of the divine is everlasting. It's eternal. When you seek others' validation, you give away your power. You let outside forces dictate your worth, and you lose sight of your true value. But when you stop seeking approval from the world, you reclaim your power. You align with the truth that God has already deemed you worthy. Your worth is not determined by what others think of you. It's determined by who you are in God's eyes. God's approval is not. It's not based on anything you do or don't do. It's unconditional, so you don't have to earn it or prove your worth. It's already yours. When you understand this, you stop seeking validation from other people and instead start living according to your true purpose. Your confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. God knows who you are and what you're capable of. You don't need anyone else's validation to step into your greatness. His. God's already forgiven you, so stop beating yourself up. Move forward with a fresh sense of purpose. God's already rewritten your story. He sees you as whole, worthy, and capable of fulfilling your divine purpose. When you align with this truth, you stop seeking validation from external sources and begin living in the fullness of your purpose. Your confidence comes from within, not from others' approval. God knows who you are and what you're capable of. His approval is more than enough to guide you toward your true path. Your past does not define you, chosen one. We often let the mistakes, failures, and regrets of our past hold us back. We tell ourselves that because of what we've done or experienced, we're unworthy of the divine purpose ahead of us. But God knows your past is just a chapter in your story. It's not the whole book. You are not your past. Every mistake you've made. Approval is key to finding your true path. Your past doesn't define you. We often let our past mistakes, failures, and regrets hold us back. We tell ourselves that we're unworthy of the divine purpose ahead of us because of what we've done or experienced. But God knows your past is just a chapter in your story. You are not your past. Every mistake you've made, every hardship you've faced, has prepared you for this moment. Your past has shaped you, but it doesn't have to limit you. The moment you stop identifying with your past is the moment you start stepping into your true potential. God has already forgiven you. Now it's time for you to forgive yourself and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. God has already rewritten your story. He sees you as whole, worthy, and capable of fulfilling your purpose. All the hard stuff you've been through has got you ready for this. Your past has shaped you, but it can't hold you back. When you stop letting your past define you, you start to reach your true potential. God has already forgiven you. Now it's time for you to forgive yourself and move forward with a fresh sense of purpose. God has already rewritten your story. He sees you as whole, worthy, and capable of fulfilling your divine mission. When you let go of the shame, guilt, and limiting beliefs tied to your past, you make room for the new possibilities God has in store for you. Your future isn't determined by where you've been, it's determined by where you choose to go from here. It's time to stop living in the shadows of your past and step into the light of your divine calling. God has greater things ahead for you. Trust in His plan and embrace them. Your divine mission is to let go of the shame, guilt, and limiting beliefs tied to your past. This will make room for the new possibilities God has in store for you. Your future is not determined by where you've been, it's determined by where you choose to go from here. It's time to stop living in the shadows of your past and step into the light of your divine calling. God has greater things ahead for you. Trust in His plan and embrace the future He has already set before you. Chosen one, you were never meant to play small. From the moment you were created, God designed you for greatness. Yet time and time again, you have held yourself back, settling for less than what you deserve, dimming your light to fit in, or staying silent when you should speak up. But God knows you are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. Playing small is a form of self-future. God's already given you the roadmap. Chosen one, you weren't born to play small. God made you for greatness. But time and again, you held yourself back. Settled for less than you deserve. Dimmed your light to fit in. Stayed silent when you should speak up. But God knows you're capable of so much more. Playing small is a form of self-sabotage. It's a way of shrinking back from the power, purpose, and potential that lie within you. But God didn't make you to be small. He made you to shine brightly. To make an impact. To fulfill a divine purpose that only you can fulfill. The world needs your unique gifts. Your light. Your wisdom. And it's time for you to embrace that greatness. When you stop playing small, you step into the fullness of who you are. You stop apologizing for your brilliance. You begin to share your gifts with the world. You stop doubting your abilities. You start trusting. God knows what you're capable of. He's given you everything you need to live your purpose. Stop shrinking and embrace your greatness. Step into your divine power and watch your life transform. You were made for more, and it's time to claim it. The search for external fulfillment can feel endless. We often believe that happiness lies outside of ourselves, whether it's chasing material possessions, relationships, or status. But chosen one, God knows that you are already enough. You don't need. You know, it's funny how we're always looking outside ourselves for fulfillment. But the truth is, it's always been within us. Yeah, external things might give us a temporary buzz, but they can't ever really fill that void we feel inside. The truth is, we're already complete. Our worth isn't tied to what we have or what others think of us. It's just there, inherent in who we are as children of God. When we realize this, we stop seeking fulfillment from outside and start nurturing the inner peace that comes from aligning with our divine purpose. God's given us everything we need to live a fulfilling life. Life, love, joy, and peace aren't found in external circumstances. They're found in the deep connection between you and the divine. When you stop seeking outside approval and validation, you begin to cultivate inner peace and fulfillment that can never be taken away. You are already enough. God sees your worth, and it's time for you to see it, too. When you stop seeking fulfillment from the outside world, you'll find it within. You'll find true peace within. We often settle for less than we deserve because we're afraid, insecure, or think we don't deserve more. But, my friend, God knows you deserve the best life has to offer. Your destiny awaits, but you have to stop settling for mediocrity and start claiming what's yours. Settling for less is a form of self. You will find the true peace within. We often settle for less than we deserve because we're afraid, insecure, or think we don't deserve more. But, my friend, God knows you deserve the best life has to offer. Your divine inheritance is waiting for you, but you have to stop settling for mediocrity and start claiming what's yours. Settling is a form of self-rejection. When you settle, you're telling yourself you don't deserve the abundance, joy, and peace God has already promised. But the truth is, you were made for more. You were created to experience life in all its fullness, love, purpose, and joy. God has already prepared a life of abundance for you. Your divine inheritance awaits, but you have to stop settling for less than you're capable of. This doesn't mean perfection. It means being true to your highest self, following your purpose, and embracing all that God has for you. Stop settling, step into your destiny and into the life of abundance you were meant to have. Chosen one, the biggest thing getting in the way of your destiny is procrastination. The temptation to wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances can keep you stuck for years, but God knows. It's time to stop putting things off and take control of your life. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start living your best life. God knows that the power is in the present, and that now is the time to take action. Don't procrastinate. God has already given you everything you need to take the next step. When you take action, the universe begins to align. The power is in the now. The time to take action is right now, not tomorrow or next week. Procrastination is often rooted in fear, doubt, and a lack of trust in God's plan. We often delay taking action because we think we're not ready or that we need more information. But the truth is, God has already given you everything you need to take the next step. The moment you take action is the moment the universe begins to align in your favor. God knows you have everything you need to move forward. When you stop procrastinating, you break free from the chains of fear and hesitation. You align with divine timing, and doors begin to open. The world begins to shift, and you realize that the perfect moment is not something you wait for. It's something you create by taking action. Stop waiting. The time is now. Take the first step and watch as everything else falls into place.